Hey everyone, this is Zeb back again. Gonna have some more showing off of some of my non-jazz pickups from the In-Groove from my vacation. I showed you guys most of my jazz pickups and my pickups from Half Price Books. This is all the non-jazz that I got at the In-Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Start off with The Doors, LA Woman. This is the Bernie Grundman cut pressed at RTI. They replicate the original cover with the plastic panel here. That's the main reason why I picked it up, admittedly, but it does sound quite good. I have the Analog Productions double 45 RPM of their catalog, but I had to have that because they replicated the cover. Thought it was pretty sweet. This is the Rhino reissue of Van Morrison, his band, and the Street Choir. This is also pressed at RTI, comes in a tip-on jacket. I have done my best to pick up all of the Van Morrison reissues like that. They all sound great, and love the jackets. This is a Shirelles compilation. It is put out by Rhino Records. I do have a couple of Shirelles records, but they are seemingly pressed on pretty crappy wax and are noisy. And that is not, and has all the good music on it, so pick that up for a nice price. This is Rhapsody in Blue, George Gershwin, as conducted by Arthur Fiedler, the Boston Pops Orchestra. This is an original Shaded Dog living stereo. Sounds quite nice. I had been seeking an original of these out. I believe Analog Productions has reissued that, and I'm sure it sounds a little bit better, a lot cleaner sounding. But that was nice to find. It was a good price. I was also looking for this, I Want Candy by the Strangeloves. This is an original mono on Bang Records. Had been seeking this out. This is very clean. The jacket has a little ring wear, as you can see. The disc is about as good as it gets. And that was $50 at the In-Groove. Solid pickup there. I know this Johnny Winter record isn't necessarily uncommon, but I have yet to find it in the wild. The Progressive Blues Experiment, Johnny Winter on Imperial Records. Earlier Johnny Winter. This is also a record I was looking to upgrade. I have a copy of it, but it is probably, the disc is probably VG minus, and the jacket has a bit of a tear through here. And this, the jacket is beautiful for its age. It has a slight split, but you can still read the spine. But I mean, this is an old record. They were generally played a lot, obviously. Yeah, Elvis Presley. Elvis. That was a nice upgrade copy, and this was a very inexpensive pickup. David Byrne, songs from the Broadway production of The Catherine Wheel. David Byrne fan, Talking Heads fan. Don't call them the Talking Heads, just Talking Heads. My autism gets me with that every time I hear the Talking Heads. It's just Talking Heads. I digress. This is Danny Elfman, So Low. This is an original. Has a little water damage down here. Just a little warpage to the jacket. The record is in great shape. It was $50. They just reissued that, but it's cool to have an original. I have most of the Oingo Boingo catalog originals as well. Big fan. This is a 45 RPM cut on EMI, His Master's Voice. I bought this because it has Blue Danube, and sounds fantastic. The vinyl's clean. It's well recorded, obviously. That's generally why I pick those up. I'm, like I said before, not super knowledgeable about classical, but I do buy it. I'd also been looking for this, Roberta Flack, Killing Me Softly. And I'm very much looking forward to the double 45 RPM reissue of that. This is Jane's Addiction reissue on Rhino. I believe that's pressed at Optimal in Germany. And I picked up 2 new William Onyeabor records that I didn't have. This is Crashes in Love on Luwaka Bop. I believe that is David Byrne's label. The Ramones reissue, also pressed at Optimal, I believe. Reissued by Rhino. I wasn't aware this was a comp when I picked it up, but Barry Goldberg is one of my favorite artists. And I believe this essentially has songs from his first 2 records on Buddha, Barry Goldberg and Friends, and Barry Goldberg I believe it's 2 Jews Blues, but one of my favorite artists, probably in the top 50, top 100, theoretical, what have you. But yeah, this is very clean, and actually would be a nice listen, as I enjoy both of those records, but there are songs I miss when I only listen to one, and don't have to do that with that. Another thing I was seeking out on Bang Records, Neil Diamond, The Feel of Neil Diamond. This is in really good shape. It has a little handwriting on the back, very little, an ink pen. It has the hype sticker on the jacket, and the record is very nice. This is the first time I've seen this in the wild. $20. I think a very solid price on that. That was a good pickup on Discogs in that condition. You'd probably pay a little bit more if you just wanted to pick it up no matter what. This is a craft reissue of Social Distortions. I believe it's their debut album, at least debut LP. Seen one original of these in the wild at High Voltage Records, but it was beaten, overpriced relative to condition, in my opinion. I think it was like 75 or $100, and it was probably G+. This is Ding Dong, The Witch is Dead, The Fifth Estate on Jubilee, and it is probably one of the nicer ones in existence that have been opened. It was $35, which is not inexpensive for that record, but considering the condition, it's well worth it. And Cello Concerto. This is also EMI's Master's Voice, and it also sounds fantastic. This is one of my favorite classical pieces, and this is the presentation that I wanted it in. It is a repress on Decca of Richard Strauss, also Sprach Zarathustra, and it sounds fantastic. It has original UK artwork. Second pressing, it is not a wide band. This is I don't know if it's Soraya or Soria series that I did not know existed in this format. It has it's a narrow spine. It doesn't come in a big box like the Analog Productions UHQR, which is modeled after the Soraya box that the Royal Ballet by Ernest Ansermet would have come in originally. But this is a narrow, still with like a wood dowel and linen cover, which is very cool. And it was $10, and I kind of just trying to get the full run of the Soraya records, probably excluding the Ernest Ansermet, as it is quite expensive, and the Analog Productions one probably sounds better, I would have to assume. This is Everclear, Sparkle, and Fade. This is the Intervention Records reissue, so it comes in a nice cardboard tip-on jacket. This I have not cleaned yet, but I'm going to assume that this is going to be going away because the vinyl sounds awful. We'll see after I ultrasonically clean it what it sounds like. Britney Spears, Oops, I Did It Again. They did not have Baby One More Time, which I would have gotten also, but I'm glad they did have it, because if the wax is crap, then I am not interested in that. This is the name of this band is Talking Heads. It's their live 2 LP from 1977 through 79. Quite good. I've never seen an original of that wasn't beat up. Have all the rest of their catalog. I have a earlier reissue of A Christmas Gift for You, the Phil Spector Christmas album, quote unquote, with Phil Spector in the Santa suit and the bag of toys on the cover and not the original artwork. And I got this kind of like the LA Doors. I just wanted the original art, the way it came, so to speak. But this sounds quite good. I haven't, quote unquote, compared it to the other copy I have, but I suspect that sounds as good, and if it's better, it's simply because the wax is a little quieter. Flying Burrito Brothers, Gilded Palace of Sin on Intervention Records as well. Tip-on Jacket, sounds great. I have, I don't know what other label reissued that I have. It's on gold wax. It does not, the wax at least does not sound good. I don't have an original of that, so I'm listening to it in a vacuum, so to speak. So sound quality relative to what it could sound like, I have no idea, but I know that is a much higher quality reissue. The wax is better, is a lot cleaner. It's a nicer presentation with the jacket, obviously. And this is the other William Onyeabor LP I picked up. So I now have 4. That is Hypertension. Yeah, he's one of the artists that I definitely don't think I ever would have stumbled upon without the vinyl community, and picked up on that from Dylan at Noble Records. And it's definitely worth checking out. I think Atomic Bomb is probably a good place to start, and those reissues are quite inexpensive. I think they're less than $25 generally, and they're a quality product. This is a contemporary reissue of, or modern reissue of Here Are the Sonics. I am from Tacoma, Washington, and even though the band is local, I have seen a handful of original Sonics records, but they are, especially at high voltage, I've seen several of the Sonics Boom, originals of Here Are the Sonics, or second pressings, and they're always in less than VG shape generally, and a couple $100, and I'm not going to pay